my dear students. Today in this video I'm going to continue with the explanation part of the poem The Night Mail, written by W.H. Auden. In the previous video I have covered up with the introduction of the poet, recitation of the poem, summary of the poem, and explanation of section 1. And now in this video I am going to explain to you all the section 2. Down freshens the climb is done. Down towards Glasgow she descends. Now what is the meaning of Glasgow? Glasgow is a large city in central Scotland. Towards the stem tugs yelping down the glade of cranes. What is the meaning of yelping? Yelp means to give a sudden short cry, especially of pain. And what is the meaning of glade? Glade means a small grass covered area in a forest. Towards the fields of apparatus, the furnaces. Furnaces is a large, very hot enclosed fire that is used for melting metal or burning anything. Set on the dark plain like gigantic chessmen. Now what is the meaning of gigantic? Gigantic means very large or huge. All Scotland waits for her. And the dark glens beside the pale green sea lochs. Now what is the meaning of glens? Glen means a Scottish word meaning valley, and loch is a lake. Men long for news. Now here the poet says that it is down now and the train's climb up the hill is complete. The train is headed towards Glasgow, Scotland, in amongst a much less natural and peaceful environment than that which she travelled through in the couplet section of the poem. So the poet is saying that train has finished up with the climbing up the hills. And now the train is coming down, and it's coming down towards the Glasgow. It's coming down towards a large city in central Scotland. And it's making a loud noise. It's yelping down and coming towards the glade. That means it's coming down towards the small grass covered area in forest. And from there it passes towards the fields of apparatus and furnaces, and also crosses the valley and lakes in Scotland. Why they are waiting for mail? They are waiting for train so that they can get their mail, they can get their letters, they can get their invitational cards, or whatever has come for them. Letters of thanks, letter from banks, letters of joy from the girl and the boy. Now here the poet is saying that the letters that people are seeking, they are looking for, are those of thanks and from banks. There are joyful notes from the girl and the boy. Receipted bills and invitations to inspect new stock or to visit relations. That means there are receipts and bills and an invitation cards to inspect new stock or to visit relation. That means if something has come new in the market, there is a letter informing that to check out some information regarding that. Or to visit relation means to some programs are going to be held in the families, so they are invited in the relations. And applications for the situations and timid lovers' declarations. That means they carry from applications for situations to timid lover declarations. That means it has also brought the love letters from the lovers. And gossip from all the nations. News circumstantial, news financial. Now, what is the meaning of circumstantial? Circumstantial means personal letters. So, there is a gossip from all around the world and news from different sectors, that is, personal news, personal letters, or financial letters. Letters with holiday snaps to enlarge in. Letters with faces scrawled in the margin. Now, what is the meaning of scrawled? Scrawled means scribbled untidily. That means if someone has come for a holiday and that holiday is extended, or it is listened and called them back due to some urgency, so the letters are posted for them also. Letters from uncles, cousins, and aunts. Letters to Scotland from the south of France. Letters of condolence to highlands and lowlands. Notes from overseas to the Hebrides. Now, what is the meaning of condolence? Condolence means expressing sorrow at a death. And the meaning of Hebrides means a group of islands. So, the poet is saying that there are the news which are very serious and others are frivolous. In previous days, only the letters were the medium of informing anybody. So, the letters were posted. If somebody is dead, okay, then we have to give the information of the someone's death. So, how we will inform? We were only informing by letters. So there are some letters of condolence. There are some letters in which expression of sorrow is also mentioned. That means if someone is dead, that letter is also posted, whether it is highlands or in lowlands. And the letters also used to come from the overseas or from the islands. Written on paper of every hue. Now, what is the meaning of hue? Hue means shade. The pink, the violet, the white, and the blue. The chatty, the catty, the boring, the adoring. The cold and official, and the heart's outpouring. Clever, stupid, short, and long. The typed and the printed and the spelt all wrong. So, the poet is saying that some of the letters are very serious and others are frivolous. They come from all over the world, whether it is from highland, lowland, island, or anywhere. And it is written on paper of every shade. Every shade here, it is mentioned that there are light and dark colors and chatty and boring notes. Every variety of letter one could hope to find is there, and is every kind of writer style of writing and skill level. That means some letters are of good news, some are of bad news, some letters are from relations, some letters are official, some are handwritten, some are typed, some are written in plain white paper, or some are written in colorful like pink color, violet color, blue color. Some letters are very emotional type, some are official type. So, here the poet has mentioned each type of letter which is written by the different people and which has been brought by the night mail. Thousands are still asleep, dreaming of terrifying monsters or of friendly tea beside the band in Cranston's or Crawford's. Asleep in working Glasgow, asleep in well-set Edinburgh, asleep in granite Aberdeen. They continue their dreams but shall wake soon and long for letters, and none will hear the postman's knock without a quickening of the heart, for who can bear to feel himself forgotten? Now, here the poet speaks simply but significantly on the dreams of waiting men and women. They are still asleep and dreaming of everything from tea to terrifying monsters. That means they are having nightmares at night. The Scottish cities, that means Aberdeen is a city in northeastern Scotland. So he is mentioning about it. He says that the Scottish cities that the train was travelling through are mentioned once more in the final stanza of the poem. The people are sleeping, continuing their dreams, while the train continues its hard work. Soon this will change though. All those letters mentioned in the previous stanza will be received. That means whatever letters are mentioned in this poem, whether it is of sorrow, joy, official, personal, relations, or whatever it is, all the letters are going to be received by the people. The last lines of the poem are moving. The poet taps into the human need to be connected, appreciated, and loved. Everyone who hears the postman knock on the door will feel their heart quicken with anticipation. No one Auden concludes what to be forgotten. So finally, poet says that as soon as the people hear the knock, their heart used to beat faster and faster, that what the news has come for them, whether it is a good news, whether it is a news of sorrow, whether it is the news of official, whether it is the news of invitations to relations or something else. And everybody feels that they should get letters and they should not feel as if they are forgotten by someone. So, here everybody, whether it is a girl or a boy, man or a woman, everybody is eagerly waiting for the letters which has come from the night mail. And nobody expects themselves to be forgotten. The poem thus is deeply sympathetic and compassionate for individual human beings, expressing the quickening of the heart of the person who might learn he has been remembered by someone else as the mail comes to the door. The poem celebrates human connections. It is hopeful and sweet, charming and memorable. I hope you all have understood this poem. Please read the poem twice or thrice and underline the hard words and note it down in your notebook.